Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to work on the Roxy Creations weekly challenge for week 48. Let's see, what did Rachel call this? Gift tag with pockets and lace. So I've got lace over here to the side. I've got some pockets pre-prepared because it took me a really long time to make my first one. So this is where we're headed with this. I've used a piece of modern paper with lots of numbers on it, a piece of Italian rag paper for my pocket. Let's see, this is digital from Rachel's, one of her Christmas digitals, and I added some tatting and some lace. So let's get started and see what else I can come up with. Okay, so I've gone ahead and folded my pockets and glued the top edge down. And I also folded over the top and bottom edge of this paper because it's sturdy, but it's not super duper strong paper. It's not as heavy as I thought it was when I chose it for this particular project. So let's see. Let's go ahead and, you know what I'm going to do first is trim the corners of this so that I don't forget that ultimately this will be a tag shape. So I hope everyone's doing well today and has had a chance to do something or mini somethings creative. I'm doing okay. My husband was gone recently, and I think he brought a cold home with him, and he has, much to my dismay, apparently shared it with me. I've been trying to not get it, and I don't know, today I think my throat is a little weird and my ears are a little oogie, and yeah, well, maybe it's just allergies. We can always hope. Of course, I was around quite a few people last week too, because we had Thanksgiving at my niece's house and had a really nice time to visit with her and her husband and their daughter and my sister and my nephew and his girls and my niece who lives in Germany and her son and daughter. So that part was very, very nice. Very, very nice. And good food, of course. And, you know, it's always nice to have. I think these are just too big. I was going to make some larger tags, but I think we're just going to have smaller ones now. Let's see. I have one that had a flower on it, I thought. Well, I've scooped it up into stuff, so anyway. So I'm going to put this on here, and I've discovered that the rag paper is not a huge fan of my glue stick. So let me put a little art glitter glue on this. This is also one of Rachel's digitals, and I can't think which one it is now. Italian travel, I think. Pockets and tags and travel journal cards. Maybe that's it. Something like that. Okay. So we have that. I don't know why. I am absolutely entranced by this bear sticker. Let's see. What do we think? Put him entirely on the pocket. And then let's do some lace. I have a mixture of vintage lace and more modern lace. Let's see, what across the bottom. So maybe this is crocheted, piece of crocheted lace down here. Yes, let's go with that. My husband has this thing he does whenever he's getting sick, that he just insists that he is not sick and that he just has a runny nose or allergies or something. Yeah. I should know better than to believe him. I did load him up with the stuff that we have found to be I have found to be very helpful when I travel. It's emergency little powders, things that my doctor recommended, and I have done quite well when I have traveled and taken those. It's just kind of I don't know, a lot of vitamin C, and I don't know if there's zinc in it or not. Anyway, it's kind of a vitamin bomb sort of a thing. Let's see. I feel like I need something, although I think that will dry clear. Do I want to try to put something there? What do I have? I do have some tatting. Let's see. I've got to run a little bit of tatting down the edge here. This is a bit darker tatting. Maybe a little bit of that. Yes, I'll have to cut it. Where's my scissors? Let's see, how much do we want? Let's go here. So, of course, I have tons of stuff to do today because it's after the holiday, and including I wanted to get 3 videos done. So I hope my voice will hold out, and I hope my nose doesn't start to run uncontrollably. Ooh, and I hope I'm loud enough. I don't think I remember to turn the volume up on my iPad. To be really careful. If I sit down to look at Instagram with my iPad and I still haven't turned it to full blast, it scares the cats. And they are not fans of that. So I turn it down, and then I try to remember to turn it back up before I start to film, but I don't think I did that today. So I'll just apologize now if I'm not loud enough for all of you. You know, sometimes we just try to do the best we can, and sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. Let's see, put some art glitter glue on this. I don't think I really have any fascinating stories for you. We did go to my niece's for Thanksgiving, as I said, and then we went back on Saturday to my sister's house for her annual family cookie day. Although we were down quite a few folks this time because our family who traveled had to head back. My niece's son is in the Navy, so he had to get back to be on his ship so we could work on Saturday morning. So he left on Friday, and she was headed back to Germany. So she left Saturday, but we didn't get a chance to see her before she went. And then my my other niece and her husband were at the big rival football game because their daughter was, she does, oh, I never remember quite what it's called, what the group is called, but she does flags, like with the band. Pardon me, I'm having a little sip of tea to try to help my voice hold up better. So they were not there, but it was nice. Two of my great nieces had to work, so they came later, and we only got to see one of them because my husband and I started to worry about the amount of traffic because the big rival game that was on Saturday is between Arizona State University, which is where I went to school, and the University of Arizona, which is where pretty much everyone else in this particular family group went to school. And I don't know why, but I thought the game was at ASU Stadium, and it was actually at the U of A Stadium. Oh, I think that might be too much lace. Let's see, what else do I have? I have some coffee dyed fabric. Let's see, can I tear off a little piece of this? Let's tear a little bit of this and use this for the topper. So we did okay on the way down there. The game was an afternoon game because of TV, I guess. So we did okay on the way down there. We had quite a bit of traffic as we were leaving the Phoenix area, but it didn't last too long. Luckily, most of the freeway now is 3 lanes, so it does better with the traffic volume. But I kind of figured if we stayed long enough to till my other niece got off work and could get there, that we would probably hit all of the game traffic going home. So we skedaddled a bit early. Fortunately, my great niece is a very sweet young lady, and she forgave us for leaving early. We had just seen her. We did get to see her on Thanksgiving for a little while, so that was okay. But I will say we are not used to driving like that, that distance. My husband and I were both just absolutely worn out. It's like 140, 160 miles round trip. So, I mean, it's not awful, but to do it twice in just 3 days time was kind of a lot for us. So let's see. I could staple this, but I really don't want to put a staple in it. So let's see. So I can hold it. Oops, I have fabric stuck to my fingers. And let's put some art glitter glue here and hope this will hold it. If it doesn't, I'll come back and put a little stitch in it later. Squish that down there. Sort of centered-ish. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's see. Here's my tissue so I can pick up the extra glue. So I was a little overzealous with the glue. Okay, so here's the little guy with the little bear guy. I just think he is adorable. I was going through my sticker book this morning and thought, oh goodness, he's too cute not to use. Okay, so now I've got 2 done. Let's set those over there to dry. Okay, well, I think I may only get 3 done. This is taking me too long. Too long. And my voice is getting quite wonky. The tag shape cut. Let's go ahead and put some glue on here. And I haven't cut cut a thumb notch in these. I did on the original one that I did, but I didn't on these other because I really liked the paper edge. So I folded it forward so it was a little more obviously a pocket on these than it was on the first one I did, because I folded it under this way. So really, this paper is so cool and it feels so neat because it is rag paper. 1820 something, I think this paper, the book this paper comes from is. So it's most definitely rag paper. Okay, let's see. This one in half. Let's see. Get a paper cutter so that I don't cut it crooked. And yes, I'm using a different paper cutter. I moved my other paper cutter, and I know I put it somewhere convenient. Well, I did finally find it, but not till after I'd already gotten that little paper cutter out. So let's put this here. The art glitter glue, so make sure it sticks to the rag paper. And I don't know if it's the rag content in the rag paper that makes it not work the greatest with my glue stick, or if it's because this paper is so old that, you know, it's got perhaps a little grime on it. I don't know. There's this. That. Nope. Oops. No, this isn't going to stick either. I must have missed the corners. Okay. Yeah. I just missed the corners. Oh, I feel like I sound very squeaky. My husband's going to be in trouble when he gets home from work tonight. If you just admit he's being sick, and then, of course, he's coughed and coughed and coughed all over the house, and no matter how many times I ask him to please cover his mouth when he coughs, he's a bit like a kid. Doesn't like to do what I ask him to do. Stubborn, 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 stubborn. So, last couple times he's been sick, I've managed to not get sick, but I think I was a bit overtired after our busy week last week, because I made my cornbread stuffing to take to my nieces for Thanksgiving, and I every year I make a white chicken chili with let's see, what are the beans called? Great Northern white beans, and the Costco chicken breast, the rotisserie chickens. Our Costco has the breast meat all pulled off and in a package, and it just makes the best soup. As I put the soup in the crock pot, and then it bubbles away while we make or decorate. My sister, well, my great niece made all the cookies. She did all the baking for us, bless her heart. My sister was tired. My sister was tired too. I'll have to remember not to do cookie day that Saturday after Thanksgiving anymore, because we were all just worn out. So anyway, while my niece baked all the cookies, and then my other niece and her friends came and they decorated most of the cookies, and I visited with my sister and my nephew. So that was good. But anyway, the soup was over there bubbling away, and the Costco chicken does not dry out. So it's very nice. It really has good flavor. Let's see. Do I want this up here? Oh, I think I kind of like the coffee dyed paper at the top. Let's see. This one. All kinds of glue on my fingers. Let's see. I think that's going to hold for now. I'll come back. I may need to put a quick little hand stitch in there. Do we want anything at the bottom? What do I have that's interesting? Did I use any of this yet? No. Sorry, I've gone completely quiet trying to think and cut and yes, just a little bit. So as I always tell you, if you want to see, go over to Rachel's channel and see what she made, because, you know, she always does such a beautiful job on her challenges. And I imagine Gail Augustinelli will also do this challenge. So you can also check out her YouTube channel, but Rachel's YouTube channel is Roxy Creations on YouTube. And I think I will call it with that one. My voice is fading. And I'm afraid I feel a coughing fit coming on, or at least coughing of some sort coming on. Okay, one more sip of my coffee. No, tea. My new favorite tea, my lemon ginger tea. Okay, so, well, I got one made before, and then two made with you, so there it is. Here's the Roxy Creations challenge for week number 48. They are gift tags with pockets and lace. And I thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, and I do hope you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to have a comment from you, hear what you think. Tell me how your holiday was, if you celebrated Thanksgiving. If not, just tell me if you've eaten something really good lately. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I will say thank you for joining me today, and bye-bye for now.